Section 10.1%. The word percent comes from the Latin percentum, meaning per 100 or per hundred. A percent is a ratio of some number to 100. For example, 15 over 100 is 15%. To change a fraction to a percent, divide the numerator by the denominator to get a decimal number, and then multiply the decimal number by 100 and add the percent sign. So let's convert each of the following fractions to a percent. 67 over 100, divide 67 by 100 to get 0.67, multiply by 100 and add the percent sign, so we have 67%. 11 over 20, divide 11 by 20 to get 0.55, multiply by 100, add the percent sign, 55%. 15 over 16, divide 15 by 16, multiply by 100, add the percent, 93.75%. To change a decimal to a percent, multiply the decimal number by 100, add the percent sign. Change each of the following decimal numbers to a percent. 0.14, multiply by 100, we have 14%. 0.893, multiply by 100, 89.3%. 0.7625, multiply by 100, 76.25%. To change a percent to a decimal, remove the percent, divide the number by 100. Change 35% to a decimal number. Divide by 100, 69.8%, divide by 100, 0.698. 0.5%, the first thing I would do is divide that fraction to get 0.5 and then divide by 100, and so we come up with a decimal of 0.005. 1 serving of whole milk contains 8 grams of fat. Reduced fat milk contains 41.25% less fat per serving than whole milk. How many grams of fat does 1 serving of reduced milk contain? Write a sentence to describe what we want to calculate. Let X be the grams of fat in the reduced milk fat. So we know that the whole milk has 8 grams of fat, and if we take away 41.25% of the 8 grams, we'll end up with the grams in the reduced fat milk. So we need to use the decimal instead of the percent here. So we're going to convert that 41.25 to a decimal. Simplify, so 41.4125 times 8 is 3.3 grams. So there's 4.7 grams of fat in the reduced fat milk. The elements that compose seawater along with the corresponding percents are shown in the table. If a sample of seawater contains 65 milliliters, how many milliliters of hydrogen are in the sample? So we notice from the table hydrogen is 10.82% of seawater. So let's let X be the milliliters of hydrogen in 65 millimeters of seawater. So 10.82% of 65 is X is what we want to find. Again, we need to use the decimal instead of the percent. So we multiply 0.1082 times 65, and we come up with 7.033 milliliters of hydrogen in 65 milliliters of seawater. Percent change, the percent increase or decrease or percent change over a period of time is found by using the following formula. Percent change, the amount in the latest period minus the amount in the previous period divided by the amount in the previous period, and then we multiply by 100 to get the percent. If the amount in the latest period is greater than the amount in the previous period, the answer will be positive and will indicate a percent increase. If the amount in the latest period is smaller than the amount in the previous period, the answer will be negative and indicate a percent decrease. In 2014, Major League Baseball team with the most improved record for winning games was the Los Angeles Angels. In 2013, they won 78 games, and in 2014, they won 98 games. Determine the percent increase in the number of games won by the Angels from 2013 to 2014. We'll use the percent change formula. So in the latest period, they had 98 wins. In the prior period, 78 wins. We're going to divide that difference by 78 and then multiply by 100. So the difference is 20. We take 20 and divide by 78, and we get approximately 0.2564 multiplied by 100, so they've improved by approximately 25.6%. Percent markup. The following formula represents the percent markup or markdown on cost. A positive answer indicates a markup. A negative answer indicates a markdown. So this is very similar to the percent change formula. You take the selling price minus the dealer cost, divided by the dealer cost, and multiply by 100. Notice if the dealer is now selling the item for less than he paid or she paid for it, there would be a mark down. Holden hardware stores pay $48.76 for glass fire screens. They regularly sell them for $79.88. On sale, they sell them for $69.99. Determine the percent markup on the regular price and then on the sale price. So for the regular price, $79.88 minus their cost, $48.76, divided by the $48.76, we get 0.6382. We multiply that by 100, so the markup, the regular cost is 63.8%. When they put it on sale, they put it on sale for $69.99. Subtract the $48.76 and divide by $48.76, and we get a percent markup now of about 43.5%. Melissa wishes to buy a condominium home for $189,000. To obtain the mortgage loan, she must pay 20% of the selling price as a down payment. Determine the amount of Melissa's down payment. So let X is equal to 20% of the selling price, which is what we want to calculate. So 20% of the sale price, which was $189,000. So her down payment will be $37,800.